Good morning, everyone. This is Monday, October the 18th, 2021. Can you imagine? The 18th already, over halfway through October. It's 12 degrees Celsius out, and it is a chilly Monday morning. There's a bit of a wind chill on with this 12 degrees. I'd say it probably feels like about probably 10 degrees this morning, probably, with the wind chill. So I'm on way up on Portland Street. I started out just a little bit down this way from the Highway 111. And we're taking a long walk uptown and stopping at Tim Hortons. That's where I'm going today. It's a walk to Tim Hortons for a coffee and sit there a little while. Probably listen to some music on the headphones, pass some time, and then go back home. And maybe later today we'll go out and do something else. Probably maybe a second video somewhere around Dartmouth maybe today. I'm going over to the city tomorrow, Halifax, so we'll probably do Dartmouth today. I know a lot of viewers, if I do too much Halifax and don't put any Dartmouth ones out here, they say, well, show us Dartmouth. So I got to try to strike a balance showing Dartmouth videos along with the Halifax ones. It is all one city when you stop and think about it. Halifax and Dartmouth. Here in Nova Scotia, here in Halifax, we call it the HRM, Halifax Regional Municipality. Takes in, it's kind of like, I guess, like when you're in Toronto, you got Scarborough and Mississauga and Vaughan and downtown. It's all Toronto, but it's not, but they all got separate names each place. But like that, it's all Halifax, but that's you can make the distinction if you like, to Dartmouth or Halifax. Okay, so it's getting busy already out this morning because the people's heading for work. It's Monday morning, the weekend's over. We had a great weekend, and now it's time to get back to work again. We had I call it celebrated, something we do every year in Halifax. A lot of cities have it, called Nocturne. That was this weekend, Saturday night downtown. I took my gear with me. I was going to make a video. And to tell the honest truth, I couldn't find enough stuff down there that would even be halfway entertaining for anybody to watch on a video. So I scrapped it. I did do some videoing down there, some of the exhibits and things. But I brought it home and I decided to scrap it. It wasn't that entertaining. The best part of our night out was we ate out while we're out. That was the highlight of our night. I've been in Nocturne in Toronto and it's not the same thing at all. It's like a lot of good exhibits and displays. That was the first time I saw the Ai Weiwei bicycles. If anybody remembers Ai Weiwei, he's the guy that designed the Bird's Nest Olympic Stadium in China. And then he got put in prison for the Chinese government didn't like something he did. And anyway, I think he made his way over to the Western Hemisphere and he put on that display in Toronto. I think it was like, I don't know, it was 100 bicycles or 500 bicycles or something. They're all fastened together and the lights shine on them at night. That was a beautiful exhibit for Nocturne. And we had other nice things. There was one display I saw downtown Saturday night, caught my eye. They had these wooden structures with some kind of backing out with plastic or something. And these strings were fastened to it, and you could pluck them and they make a bassy sound. Or you could tap on the railing and you get a tap, some kind of sound come out of it. So that was a bit of art. It was all about art. That's what it was supposed to be. Just about art. Look at all the leaves on the ground today. Fall is here. Fall is definitely here now. There's a coolness in the air. A lot of leaves on the ground. So anyway, that was my little rant about Nocturne. I didn't think you did that great of a job in Halifax, but that's just me. Maybe you liked it. Maybe you found it exciting. We went to a lot of the exhibits. Started down at Pier 21. There was a bit of history there and things like that, and messages in a bottle, and you know, it was all interesting. And then some of the others were not so interesting, but for the benefit of everyone who put effort into making Nocturne what it was, I say good job on everybody, because you put the effort to make a night out for people. Even if all of us didn't appreciate all the art exhibits, it don't mean someone else didn't. So hats off to you. It was a night out anyway. It was fun walking around the streets with a lot of people walking around. As you can see, it's still dark out yet. And it is 2 minutes to 7. Still dark yet. It's about a half-hour walk, or maybe a little less, maybe 20-25 minutes up to Tim Hortons. From here, I'm talking about 15 minutes probably to Tim Hortons. So, we got another 15 minutes on the start of this video. And when I come out, I'll probably resume it for a little bit when I come out of Tim Hortons. And I might even video a little bit in there. I won't use my gimbal because I don't want to make a scene, and a lot of people don't like you videoing inside their establishments. So I'll do that secretly. Okay? I'll do it less obvious, put it that way. Okay. So it's Monday morning. How was your weekend? Any more viewers that put comments in there from time to time? Let me know how your weekend was. Mine was busy. We were busy throughout the weekend. We didn't have much time to just sit around, but we're on the go, kept doing things, and had a pretty good weekend, all things considered. And the good thing about it is we're all home on the weekend. My wife works 5 days a week and she's off every weekend, so that's always nice. My son was home with us, so it was three of us home all weekend. So that was nice. But we weren't home much. We were out going and doing things. Do you like these nighttime walks? These walks in the early morning, it's still dark out. I think it's wonderful. I love the pre-dawn walk. Then watching it slowly come daylight. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's 7 o'clock right now. There should soon be signs. I think the sky, you can see a little bit of signs now in the sky. It's going to come light soon. Down here on the ground it's not light, but up in the sky it's a little brighter. By 7:30 it'll be daylight. But right now we're just kind of pointing towards it, but it's still dark on the ground. So if I put my phone down like this, it's still nighttime because it's dark down here, but the sky is bright. I'm under trees now too, and they're sheltering me from the street light, so it's a little darker. But up there, you can see it starting to get bright. But this is my favorite time of the day. Early morning, still dark, almost daylight. It'll be daylight while I'm out. By the time I get up to Tim Hortons, you'll be able to see without, well, it's all lit up anyway, but if it wasn't any lights, you'd be able to see. So I'm still walking on Portland in a northwesterly direction, depending on what angle the road's pointing. Let's just say going north for now. North or northwest, whichever, something like that. Okay. And I'm still on Portland. If you go up that way on Portland, back up the hill, you can go right up to Highway 111 and get on the highway that goes around Dartmouth and takes you right over to the bridge. If you stay on the highway, it'll take you over there. The McKay Bridge, that is. We do have two bridges. So if you stay right on the 111, it'll take you right over to the McKay Bridge. And you go to Halifax that way. Or you can walk uptown this way, or take the Bosser Drive, and you can go across the McDonald Bridge and bring you more downtown. Or you can take the ferry and it'll put you right downtown. If you're on foot, that's a good way to go. Unless you're out walking for your exercise, in which case you don't mind taking a longer route. Just changing hands there if it got a little wobbly for a minute. It's not quite glove weather, but it's almost. It's almost time to put a light pair of gloves on when you're carrying things in your hand. We're not quite there, but I would expect by the end of this month, if I go out early in the morning, I'll be wearing gloves. Probably before the end of the month, unless a big warm-up occurs. Anything's possible. I guess I should push the button so it'll change for me when I am at the corner of Pleasant Street. Whoops, I concentrate here. And Portland. Pleasant Street in Portland. And I'm going down the hill, and when I get on the level ground, I'll be at Tim Hortons. So that wasn't a super long walk, walking up here. I'm just going to check my time and see how long it took me so far. I've been, oh, that can't be right. I don't know. I can't, maybe I'm just reading it wrong. It's kind of small print on there. I just gotta check, make sure nobody's wanting to get around me. Nope. Okay. There's a lot of the bushes and things are growing right over the sidewalk here, so only one person can walk on the sidewalk when you're by these bushes, because they're hanging right out over the where you're walking. They're almost hitting you in the head walking by you. So until you get away from that area, only one person can pass. So if anybody was right behind me, I want to be aware of it so I can kind of move a little bit, let them go by. Since I'm walking a little bit slower than a person would be if they wasn't doing a video. Okay, I'm just going to put this back at my right hand now. There we go. Okay. Now my phone in this hand. I carry my other phone, so if I get a phone call or I want to check the time or whatever, I can look at my other phone. So now we're just about the start of downtown Dartmouth. I always say right here at Tim Hortons is pretty much the start of downtown. Let's see, I see it better now. I've only been 17 and a half minutes walking up here. I must have walked faster than I thought. So that's not bad. So we'll go into Tim Hortons, have a coffee, hang out for a little bit, and then I'll continue. Maybe I'll do a little bit in there. And then we'll continue when we come back out of Tim Hortons. Right? So for now, I'm going to turn this off so I can go into Tim Hortons without making a spectacle of myself. And we'll talk to you shortly. Bye for now. Okay, I'm back. Everything's all right. Thought for a minute there, maybe. I'm on my tracking. Hang on, I gotta get that off now. I hit my tracking by mistake. There we go. All fixed. All right, so today I'm going to take a little walk out Prince Albert Street. I'm downtown Dartmouth and going home soon, but I thought I'd just walk around a little bit down here before I go home. Give you guys a decent length video. I know I did a couple of short ones lately, but tried to make it a little bit longer today, if I can. You can see a lot of the leaves are off of the trees now. See that tree over there is looking pretty bare. Some of them still got their leaves, some of them don't. Depends, I guess, on the tree. Now we'll walk up Prince Albert a ways and then we'll find another trail to get home. It was nice to talk to one of my co-workers I used to have up in Ontario. We worked for this little trucking company called Rocket Freight. And I gotta say, it was one of the best places I ever worked because all the co-workers that I worked with, we were like one big family. It was different than most places you'd ever work. It was kind of a close-knit place, and a lot of times we'd come in the morning and go out and get coffee, sit around, talk for a while before we had to start work, and things like that. It was really great. Kind of missed that side of it. Excuse me. I don't miss the work side of it too much because I put my time in at that. That's enough of that. But I miss the people I worked with and that kind of stuff. But that's how it goes. Life moves on. You don't work until you're 90. You have to retire at some point. So that's what I did. Don't regret that, but I do miss a lot of things about the life we had in Ontario. Although life here in Nova Scotia is really good, there's things up there I missed. Obviously, the people I knew are all still up there. I got something stuck in my throat here. Bear with me. As I was saying, yeah, the people that we left behind, the friends we had, people we knew, that's kind of the hard side of it, but I do like living here in Halifax. So I guess we're here. No plans of moving. We've been here 3 years now. It pretty much feels like home to us. It takes a while when you move to a new place before it feels like home again, but it does feel like home here. We've made some new friends here since we've been here. Some we've got to know quite well, others are casual, but at least we've made some new friends here, and things are going good that way. My wife has a good job, good working conditions, good co-workers, and I guess my job is out here making these videos, and I was very, very happy to say I reached to my 500 subscribers on, I guess it was Friday or Saturday, I don't know, one day this week, last week. I reached my 500 subscribers, had a big celebration, had a special video, which took a ton of work, but it was really worth it. And now here we go, pressing on. At last count, I was up to 506, so we're pushing for the 1,000 mark now. I don't expect to get there this winter, but you never know, right? If I keep working hard, making lots of good videos for you folks, yeah, I might, you never know how long it will take. So, anyways, I give you a little, once in a while, a little peep into my life as we go. Now you saw me playing the guitar with my wife playing keyboard. That's part of our life. That's been a big part of our life for a lot of years. Us playing music together. And we made a lot of friends with music over the years. People we played with and things we've done. Over the years since I started playing music, I played in everything from Legion halls to churches, and made a lot of friends along the way. Every step of the way, I made lots of friends. Good memories. So really, that's one side of our lives, is our music. And you got a little insight into me this morning going in for coffee. I do that fairly often. Anybody knows me always teases me about coffee, because I like coffee. I like to sit around in coffee shops and talk. And if there's no one to talk to, I put my headphones on and listen to something on there, or look at something on YouTube, or something. And I find something to do if I'm by myself like that. So little by little, you get to know us. I love these little signs they put up here in Halifax. Everything of importance, they put a sign up like that, like a park or any kind of a little park with grass and benches. They got a name for it in honor of somebody, and they put up a sign for it. So this is called the Elliott Recreational Center. I think that's what it's called. Community Center. Elliott Community Center. If I remember right, I think this is where they had voting last election. I think there was in this place. Although I could be wrong. It could be another community center. I know I brought my son here because he works on elections. Anytime the federal election comes up, he works a federal election. One of the ballot counters, ballot takers, ballot counters, and so I used to bring him up here to work. He doesn't drive a car, so he's I always bring him to wherever he works. Finley Community Center Park. So it's a park, and that looks like a horseshoe pit, I would say. It's a horseshoe pit. It's kind of grassy where the horseshoes land, but other than that, it's supposed to be sand. But maybe the weeds have grown up over time. Anyways, I glad I came up through here. Now you know where the Finley Community Center is. And they've got a wheelchair ramp out the front there for anybody that has mobility issues. So that's very nice. Very nice place. Well, I'm not going to go all the way up through there. I just came up to see Dartmouth Senior Citizens Club meets in there as well. So that's a nice place. I didn't even know about this. I don't think that's the place where they voted. That don't look quite right. I don't think that was another center. So anyway, now we know where the Finley Community Center is and park, right there. And anybody loves to play horseshoes, there's the place to come. I'm pretty good at horseshoes. I love playing horseshoes. That's one of my favorite things, is horseshoes. Horseshoe Club. Ooh, I should join that. City of Lakes Horseshoe Club. I wonder how you get into that. I'll have to inquire. City of Lakes Horseshoe Club. I'm a good horseshoe player. I won't say I'm the best, but maybe I could be with enough playing. Definitely have a skill for horseshoes. I started playing horseshoes back in my 20s, and something that stuck with me all my life. I love to play horseshoes. One place I lived, we built a horseshoe pit in our backyard. Got some sand and put around the boxes, built little boxes around the poles, and that was one of our summertime pastime. We're going out and playing horseshoes in the backyard. Me and my wife. My son played it some too. I think he kind of enjoys it. My wife and I both enjoyed playing horseshoes. And another thing we enjoy, which we don't do much now, but we do enjoy it, is pool. We love playing pool too. I'll give you a little insight into our otherwise humdrum lives. Not that full of excitement, but we do enjoy a few things together, like music. We like to play pool. We haven't done it for a while. We should go do that soon. I'll make that my next thing when my wife says, "What do you want to do?" I'm going to say, "Let's go play pool somewhere." Well, that's always fun. Guess there won't be any horseshoes now till next summer, but hopefully the pandemic is all under control next summer, and we can go out and do things like that. We can play horseshoes, mix with people, go out and play music. My guitar is getting rusty. It doesn't like to sit too long and not get played. I got to take it in the shop. I got a couple of little issues, nothing you'd notice when I'm playing it, but I'm picky. I want it like 100%. 95% is not good enough. I want it 100%. So I got to take it in and get a little bit of work done to it, and it's still playable and all that. You'd never notice it when I'm playing it, but I notice the issues it has. But so right now, let me see. I'm walking down a little bit different road than I came up. I'm walking back towards Portland because I do need to get back home. My son will be getting up soon, and we'll have breakfast. I haven't cooked anything for breakfast yet, so I get up and took off early before daylight. Now it's time to go home, and my son keeps different hours than I do because he's a sound technician. And he doesn't do anything in the mornings too much, so he sleeps in the morning and he goes to bed late. But he still gets the same amount of sleep, but just go different hours. So me, I don't know what I am. I'm just a whatever. I make videos, and I love to play music, but I can't right now too much. But hopefully better days coming, and I can dust off the old sound gear, get it out, and get it all working good, and we can. When we made that video with me and my wife playing, she discovered something on her. She's got a Roland keyboard amplifier, and it's just like the day it was bought. There's not a mark on it, and yet the #1 jack in it failed. We tried different chords, no, that didn't work. So my son, being the sound guy, said, "Let's try channel 2," and it worked good. So something happened to the #1 jack on that amplifier. And that's a good amplifier. Roland is a good brand name. I think her amplifier is I don't know if it's 100 watts or I don't know. It's quite loud. Plenty loud enough for anything we ever do. And beautiful sounding amplifier. But something happened to it. And to look at that, it looks like it came right out of the box. It's never been abused. And I got that for her one Christmas because we used to play in this cafe up in Ontario, Newmarket. And she'd run it through the sound system, and she's always complaining. We didn't have any monitors on that sound system. We just had two output speakers, and she's always complaining, "I can't hear my keyboard. I can't hear my keyboard." I said, "Well, we'll get you an amplifier as soon as I can." When Christmas came around, I got her that Roland keyboard amplifier, and so no more complaints about "I can't hear my amplifier." We put it right behind her, and then we can put a mic on it, or I think I got it line out too. We can plug it right into the sound system. I know mine does. Mine has the line out. But sometimes I prefer just putting the microphone in front of it. I like that too. Either way's okay. And but I just can't wait to get back at it again. This pandemic seems, use some caution, but it seems to be getting under control. Seems like it is. So hopefully it does, and we get everything back again where it's supposed to be. You know, we hope. I don't even know what street I'm on. Just walking along here, making turns and rambling. Let's see, I'm on, it's a side street. Risking or something like that. So that's just a little side street. We'll see what else I got up there. I think I'm going to have to take a right on this next street, and that'll take me back over towards Portland, I believe. But it's nice to take some back streets. Oh, don't you just love all these leaves on the ground? Oh, last fall, I used to swish through them on the sidewalk. There were so many leaves last fall. They was about 2 or 3 inches deep. The guy's being nice, let me out there. Let's see. Yeah, we just keep right on this road. I think will get us up there. Sure, we sure will. This road will get us right up there to Portland. Sun is coming out now. It's going to be a half decent day, I think. Tomorrow I'm going over to Halifax, make another video. But today I'm on the Dartmouth side. So we're trying to make a nice long video for you folks. And I'm facing the sun right now, so there's going to be a lot of sunshine shining in this camera. But they make things now so the lenses can compensate for bright light shining in it. They can still see somewhat. We'll see what happens when I get the sun in line with that pole there and those leaves. That should brighten things up a little. Well, we covered a few of the back streets here in Dartmouth. Not too many, but took a little bit of walking around. And just for a change of pace when I come out of Tim Hortons. And now we are back to Portland Street. Portland and Pleasant, I would say. I always mix up Prince Albert and Pleasant, but this is Pleasant and Prince Albert's the other one I was on. I've been here 3 years and still say them backwards sometimes. Call Prince Albert Pleasant and Pleasant Prince Albert. One of those things. This is Pleasant Street. There's a sign right up there. This is Pleasant. Pleasant, and this is Portland. The corner of Pleasant and Portland. And now we're walking, I always want to say southeast because I don't think it's due south, but it could be. Kind of south. Yeah, kind of south, I guess. South or southeast, whichever. Maybe halfway between. And if you keep on this road the way we're going, it'll take you right up to Cole Harbour and beyond. But you can get to Cole Harbour this way, straight up Portland. Any of you folks, I'm going to give the store a little plug. They never paid me to do it, and they never asked me to do it. But I'm going to give them a little plug anyways. When you get into Cole Harbour, there's a pawn shop up there. I bought one amplifier from them, and they got really good prices. And it's called Most Wanted. So if you're ever looking for musical gear at a good price, good quality stuff, some of it's cheaper, some of it's not great, but they do have some good stuff up there. They got Gibbs and Les Pauls and everything up there. And you can get a good deal from those guys. Most Wanted in Coal Harbor. Check it out, first time you're up there. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today? Yep, I'm going right through.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
One of our great crossing guards here in Dartmouth. They're all nice. They all step right out there to help me get across the street. See, he's doing a good job for his for the kids and even grown-ups. They don't have to do that for the grown-ups, but they do. You know, every time I walk along, he steps out there with his sign and makes a way. Most of them do that. So that's always nice. He'll be famous now. He'll be on YouTube. Crossing guard. Halifax's #1 crossing guard. I don't know if he's the #1. They're all good. I think they're all good here. And the policemen are good here too. Don't let anybody tell you anything bad about the about the policemen in Halifax, because they are A1. Courteous, polite, mannerly, helpful when they can be. Oh, no doubt if you're breaking the law, they're going to be firm with you, of course. But just a regular citizen out here, no, they don't bother you. I've been there 3 years. Haven't been stopped once. Haven't been stopped and asked for my license, not even once. And there's times we've been out late at night, early in the morning. I used to take my wife to one job. We leave the house about, she still does on this job too. We go about 4 a.m., 3:30, 3:45, 4 a.m. We're on the road. And we never got stopped once. So that just goes to show you they don't bother people. And the kids look at my gimbal, they know what it is. They know all this gadgets and electronic stuff, probably know how to run it better than I do. So they're amazing. The kids today, I don't know where the future is for all these kids growing up. But I'm sure it's in a high-tech field of some kind. My son is very good on electronics. And he grew up with me driving a truck. And he has no more interest in that than anything. He don't even have a driver's license, and he has no interest in even trying to get one. He says his eyes are too bad, but I think his eyes are better than mine. And I got a driver's license. But anyways, he doesn't want to drive. Ooh, that sun is bright. Shining right straight into my eyes this morning. Let's just see how long this video has been going now. Oh, I can't tell because I'm on my 3rd piece of it. In case you hear me clear my throat a lot, I got sinus issues, and that's the cause of that. I don't have COVID or anything like that. Don't worry, I'm good. Everyone in our house has had both shots, and my last one was August 8th. So I'm peaking right now in immunity. I feel like I'm invincible now because it's right at its peak right now. I got a long ways to go before it starts to weaken. It'll be springtime before my immunity starts to go down. And there's other things that contributes to a good immune system. And I read that drinking water is good for your immune system. And I drink a fair bit of water. I would say I drink probably more than my share of water, but it don't hurt you. to drink a little extra water. It's kind of good for you. It builds a strong immune system to drink lots of water. So between that and my vaccinations, I feel like I'm pretty good shape. And I get lots of exercise. One day last week I did around 13 kilometers one day last week. That's not bad for somebody retired, is it? 13 kilometers walk, I'd say that's pretty good. So, anyways, yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to look after our immune system so we can fight off this stuff when it comes along. I know there's a lot of controversy about vaccine. You got people getting on this YouTube here and on Facebook telling people all kinds of horrible stories with no basis to these stories. They're saying, I know somebody who took their vaccine and 5 minutes later they fell over dead. I don't think that's happened to anybody. And in this city right here, there's been probably 300,000 people have taken their vaccine shots, and I never heard of a death from it. Most people don't even get sick. Now you tell me, if you were dying and a shot would save you, and 1 in 500,000 died, wouldn't you risk it? Yeah, I think so. I would risk it. I would risk it for less than that. So, when you put everything in perspective, I think it's good. I don't feel like I'm suffering any ill effects from having been vaccinated, but you do what you think you should do, and I just try to encourage people, because the quicker we get this horrible disease under control and finished, that will be great. As I know we will. We'll get there sooner or later. And all the kids, they always look at my gimbal. One day I was over on Spring Garden Road, just came down past the library, and it was by the library, this man and his 2 kids were standing out there, and the little boy saw my gimbal, and he run right out, and he goes, oh look, Dad, look what he's got. And he's telling his father all about what it was, because of course he didn't know what it was. A lot of people my age don't know what it is. But the kids know, they all know what this is. They know how to work every kind of technology. Stuff I don't even know how to work, they know how to work it. I'm a slow texter too. I'm like a one-finger guy doing my texting. I don't have the thumb thing down. My son just picks it up and tap, 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 tap. There you go. No, not me. I'm like, tap. Let's see, where's that Z? Where is it? I go, oh, there it is. And then I'm like that. So, slow texter. Thankful when you're texting or texting to somebody. I think Facebook works that way too. There's a microphone, and you can just say the words, and it'll text it out for you, which don't always work the best. Sometimes it says things wrong, but for the most part it's not bad. I use that quite often because I'm so slow at texting that I use that microphone to help me. Well, I'll soon be home. There's the tire place where we bought bought 4 tires one time, about a year and a half ago. I guess it was springtime. This year it will be 2 years ago. Right now it's about a year and a half ago. I bought 4 new tires from that place right there. And I gotta say they're quick. And they're a good job. I needed a headlight put in, and they put that in for me free of charge, along with the tires. So didn't even charge me for the headlight. And about a month after I bought my tires, I was coming across the McKay Bridge, and it's no fault of the shop, but a hole blew out through the side of one of my new tires. And I had to stop right there at the end of the bridge and put on my spare. And I came back here, and they gave me a brand new tire, didn't say a word. Good, you're good to go, put it on for me. They even pumped up my spare, because you know those hard rubber ones in the trunk there, they sometimes they get down on air and you don't realize it. And I went to use it, and it was down a little, but I made it back. And they pumped it up for me, and they didn't charge me anything for doing that. So they're a great place to go. I'll give you the name. Tires and Auto Serve Apex Tire. Go there, you get a good deal. I like plugging companies because now if you use me bad, you're not going to get a good plug from me. But if I had a good experience there, I'll put a good word in for you. I don't make up stuff, but if you use me good, I'll give you free advertising. So nowadays, businesses want to think of that, because before they use you badly, think maybe this guy's on YouTube, or you're going to say something about me on Facebook, or give me a bad rating or something. So, but if you treat your customers nice, there's a good chance they may just put a good word in for you out there, social media, and more customers will come into your store. That's what I try to do. I try to promote businesses in our area, and if they are good businesses, I try to promote them. And we got a new pizza place right there in the corner, and I don't know anything about them yet. I haven't been there, but I heard my wife say something about she's thinking about maybe going this weekend and trying it out. Then I can give you a good plug for the pizza company. PZZA, no I in it. That's on the corner of Lakefront and Portland, in a little area where the drugstore and the walk-in clinic is. And that used to be, when we first came to Halifax, to Dartmouth, that right there was not coffee time, not Robin's Donuts, there we go. That was Robin's Donuts when we first came down to Dartmouth. And then that changed to Middle Eastern food a couple of times. And I don't think this area here got a very high Middle Eastern population, and a lot of people probably haven't tried Middle Eastern food. So neither one of those places worked. But now they got a pizza company in here, so it looks like it's doing good. So at night time it's quite busy, and supper time. Oh, not right now, because I don't have money on me. So I can't right now. If I could, I would, but I don't have any money on me. So. Okay? A young boy selling subscriptions to something for school, but I usually go out. I take enough money from the coffee. And that's why I did this morning. I took $2 to buy coffee with me. And that way you don't have to worry about if you lose your money or something happens like that. So Now, this garage right here on the corner, Cox's Auto, they are number one. Number one. I've had my car there several times now, and they use me really good. Sometimes you have to make an appointment, and sometimes if it's an emergency, you can get right in. So they're really great, and they're honest, and they give you a good deal, and I can't fault them at all. The mechanics are number one. So there you go, Cox's Auto, corner of Lakefront and Portland. And this little store right here, I can tell you something about that too. The guy in there that runs that, he's one of the best guys you run into and run the store. He's a friendly fella, and always got time to stop and talk when you go in if the store isn't busy. He likes to chat with you. You can chat for 3 or 4 minutes while you're standing there if there's no one in there. So that's a great place too. Great little neighborhood here. A lot of people may not think so, but when you live here you find out it is pretty good. Hello.
Hello.
It's a pretty good neighborhood. You gotta just figure out who's who and don't bother with the bad element and stick to the good ones. And I got a throat problem there this morning. Hopefully I'm good now. And right down there there's a little lake, Maynard Lake, and it's got ducks and stuff. If you want to go see, we'll go look and see if there's some ducks there this morning. Because when I tell you something is true, it's not something to say. So I'm going to go down, and hopefully they don't make a liar out of me, because there's usually a whole bunch of ducks down here. So we'll go down and see if we can. Oh, there's a big dog coming there. Wow, he's a big dog. Wow, he's a big dog. We're going to go look for the ducks down here. There usually is some, but they could be sleeping. They go right back in where those cattails are, and those back in there. That's where they go when they want to get out of sight and sleep and rest. But they're quite tame. They'll almost come up to you. Not quite, but almost. But I don't think we're going to see any ducks here this morning. My goal was to come down here and show you the ducks. But they're every year right here. They breed right here, and they'll be in this water until it starts to get too cold and froze over. And I don't know if they stay out of the way pretty good in the winter, but they're still here again when spring comes, so I'm not sure what they do. But right now, there's no ducks. They're usually right here. And they love apples. Did you know ducks eat apples? That big tree right there is an apple tree. And they've been munching on apples off of that now for about a month. There we go, look. There you go. Now I can prove I didn't lie. The ducks are here. They were over in that little corner. So I'm going to come down here a little bit, and I'll zoom my lens up there, and you'll see the duck coming down. They probably think I have food for them or something. That's why they're coming down. Look, here they come. You're not supposed to feed ducks and geese and stuff. People do, but you're not supposed to, because they become reliant on people, and they don't know how to go find their food if you feed them all the time. That's why it's not that they don't want us to give food to the ducks. They don't want the ducks to not be self-sufficient. They want to be able to find their own food and know where to go get it and not starve. You feed them all the time, they depend on you, like the way pigeons are. Pigeons, they depend on people for food. They count on us to feed them. That's why. Well, they don't starve, because there's always somebody out there who will bring a bag of bread and different things to the park with them and feed the pigeons. So I guess feeding the ducks isn't bad if you're going to keep it up year round, bring food down every day for the ducks. But You're not supposed to because ducks have to be able to feed themselves. Look at them just like any animal. Even bears. A lot of people think it's nice to feed bears, and they'll come up to you and let you touch them, and they get quite tame after a while. But you're not doing them any favor by feeding them, because then they depend on you to feed them. And sometimes they end up turning on people, and it ends in a catastrophe. I see a couple of friends of mine over here. I'm going to say hi to them if I catch up to them while my video's going. Good morning. How's it going? Good. I'm making a YouTube video. You're going to be famous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Say hi.
Hi.
There you go. One of my neighbors, and
Yeah.
this is another one of my neighbors, his wife, and very nice people. And I just saw them coming up the road, so I came over to say hi and put them on YouTube. There you go. So I was just uptown, walking around, making a video, and on my way home.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
we seen you down in Robbins the other day. You were busy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm everywhere. I got about 150 videos on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I just hit my 500 subscriber.
Good for you.
When I get 1,000, I'll start making money.
Don't
Yeah.
blame you.
Yeah, they put ads on, and you get revenue from the ads when they put them on when people watch your video.
Yeah,
So I got another. I think by summer I'll be up to that point.
that's good.
Yeah, stay at it. Keep banging away at it there. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll walk here so I don't get in your way. Yeah, I was out. I left this morning about 5:30. I walked uptown, went to Tim Hortons, and did some side streets and stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
then I decided I'd walk home, and I just keep it going until I get home. Do you guys have a computer?
Yeah, but I haven't got the internet on it.
Oh. I made a 500 subscriber celebration video.
Why, do you want to buy one?
No, I don't need one. We got a house full of them.
Oh, okay.
We got one in the living room and one in my son's bedroom, and I got a tablet, my phone. Yeah.
All works, eh?
Yeah. I was just going to tell you about my video with me playing the guitar on there.
Oh, yeah.
I put one up on the weekend, and that was the one to celebrate my 500 subscribers.
Cool.
So me and my wife, she plays keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
She got it set on organ. She's playing like organ. I'm doing an old
Yeah.
rock and roll song on there, and that I put that as the backing track for our video.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So that was really good. So is this your house? No, one more.
No, 16.
One more, yeah.
Yeah. One more.
So I was just telling everybody that this was a really nice neighborhood, in spite of some people might say it's not, but I said
I don't have no problems.
no, it's really a nice place. So then I bumped into you guys, and we started talking, and so that just goes to show this place is a friendly place, and,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
people are nice here.
Yes.
I run into these couple here all the time. Every time I come out, I bump into them again. I bump into them again every time.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes. So they're at their place, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue on up this thing has a tracker on it, and I absolutely accidentally hit it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I think that'll fix it, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. See, it's tracking because I accidentally hit the button.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes if you just hit it, it will take it off. There it is. I got
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's supposed to straighten it up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened here. Something, it's got a mind of its own sometimes. There it is.
Yeah.
Now it's all good again.
You got her now.
Yeah, I know. You know what's wrong? It runs on your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and stuff. So sometimes the signal doesn't get in there like it's supposed to. I can control everything on my phone with these buttons.
Cool.
I can start up the recording. I can stop it, and anything I want to do, I can. Like if I want to zoom it out, I push that one on the side,
Cool.
and it'll come up close.
Oh, yeah.
Or it'll zoom out. I don't have to touch my phone. I do it all from the buttons with my thumb.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's quite a
Neat.
little tool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're walking along, if you hit a bump, because this thing swivels, it softens all the steps when you're walking, so it's smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when you see it on TV, it's not like that.
Yeah.
It's like nice and smooth when you're walking. Yeah. Yeah. Quite the tool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep. Anyway, see you guys.
Yeah, take care.
Yep. Have a good day.
You too.
So there you go. A couple of my really nice neighbors. I see them all the time. His name is Blanchard, and I'm not sure what her first name is, but they're a married couple anyways. He's retired, and I think she's still working some. Like me and my wife. I'm retired and she's still working. That's what happens when you marry a young woman. We were only young when we got married, and we've been together, let's see, 30 years, something like that. Hello.
Good morning.
So when we got together, me and my wife, she wasn't that old. I was, everybody said it's never going to work. I was working as a truck driver then. And everybody said, oh, those truck drivers, they got women everywhere, so he'll never stick with you. But they couldn't have been farther from the truth. And we're still together after, now our son is 30. And we're still together. So there, that's how long when we were together. Obviously a little while before we got our son. So I think about 31, 32 years we've been together now. And when we started out, I was the one making the good money, and she was getting jobs, but none of them were that great. Then you'd lose that one, get another one, lose that one, something happened, and it would go under, the place would close, or they would say, we're downsizing, we're reconstructing our company, we're going to lay everybody off, and then they hire brand new people, and that's all kind of stuff they do. They don't want to give you raises and benefits and stuff. Anyways, it was like that pretty much the whole time in Ontario. She'd get a job and then might last a couple of years, and then they'd turn around and get rid of everybody, hire new people again, and that's the problem up there in Ontario. Yeah, it's not so much here. Anyway, we came down here, and she got a couple of, quick jobs quickly because she needed to get a job. She worked at the university and in some of the residents' kitchens. But the bad thing about that is university shuts down not long after it starts. It's down for a week, and then it's off for 3 weeks at Christmas. And then you get back again, like you got no money in those 3 weeks here. So it's not the greatest. So when she left the university, she got into a different line of work. She drives a courier truck in the North End, and she's been there now, I don't know, more than 2 years. And she loves it. Good steady work, good pay. So as things have turned around, I used to be the big earner, and she was earning what she could. Now I'm drawing my pensions, which helps. It's all money, and my pensions is about like working for minimum wage, maybe a little bit less, and she's making good money. So between the two of us, we're doing okay. But the tables have turned now. As I get older, she's the main earner, and I used to drive the car all the time, and she'd only drive it on the weekends because I take it to work all week, and I drop her off in the morning at work. I go to work. Yeah, a lot of times she'd have to take the bus home because I got home too late to pick her up. But now she takes the car to work. I just take the bus or walk wherever I want to go. And I might have the car one day of the whole week home, which I don't mind because for me driving is not a big thrill anymore. It's something you have to do to get from one place to another, and that's about it. It don't mean nothing to me. So anyways, she does most of the driving now. She always did on the weekends because I drove all week. I drove a tractor trailer all week, and by the time the weekend came, I was stuck at the road and driving, and so she did the driving on the weekend. And now she does all driving pretty well, which is fine by me because I don't care. Whoops, what's this here? I got battery may run out soon. So I made a real long video today. I hope you'll enjoy watching this video. I'm almost home, so I'm just gonna sign off here. Let's see, we'll point it out over the lake. Okay, that little lake you see through the trees, that's Maynard Lake. And if you like watching this video, just push like, that'd be great. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I can't emphasize how important it is to have people subscribe. That's really nice when you subscribe, because it means everything to us. We work hard out here, make these videos, so you can watch them, and just hit that subscribe button, and that means the world to me, okay? Bye for now. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you all next time. Bye.